Hi ladies. Okay, I've been trying to make this video for like 2 days and I'm having a really hard time because it is such a big topic. I am going to talk about men and competition, okay? Because I think it's something that we need to kind of consider, okay? Not all men compete, okay? Men can go through their lives and not be competitive, all right? But if you are a competitive male, you have some attributes that other men don't have, okay? You're disciplined, because if you're going to compete, you have to be disciplined. You have to know how to win and what is required to win, and you have to know how to lose, and that means how to handle losing, okay? Because when you compete, you're going to get both. You're going to get winning and you're going to get losing, okay? When you are competitive, you know how to work to achieve a common goal, because a lot of sports are team sports. So a basketball team, a baseball team, a soccer team, whatever team, it's a team thing. So you and your teammates, although they may compete against each other, they learn to work together. It fosters cooperation. Again, you may be competing, with your teammate, but you guys have got to cooperate. Okay. When one is down the field and, you want to make the score, but he's the one down the field, you have got to pass it to him. All right. So you have to kind of be able to see down the road the kinds of things that you have to do to make the entire team successful. So men compete to win the prize. Okay. And let's look at little boys. If you've raised a little boy, you know that they are out there, I want to be king, I want to be the best. And that's why you put them into sports, because it kind of shapes and molds that competitive nature. All right. You get a good coach and he's like, hey, no fighting. If you don't win, you don't fight. Okay. That's kind of how that works. That's why you put them in sports. So they learn to work together. And when they lose, no, they're going to be mad, but you got to say, hey, you want to play? Then you better get over losing. That's how all of that works. And what I'm finding is that a lot of men on this app who are whining and crying, they are not competitors. All right. Not at all. Okay. And they're competing against women, which is not their natural competitor. All right. Men are their natural competitor. When a man goes after a woman, he's not competing against the woman. He's competing against another man or a perceived man. So you're at a party, all right? You're cute, looking good. You're chatting away with your friends, and there's two guys, okay? One guy's in the corner. He's sizing you up, and he's going to come over and talk to you, okay? Mr. Competitive, all right? Another guy's in the other corner. He's going to size you up, Mr. Non-Competitive, okay? They both come over to you, and let's say Mr. Competitive comes first. Now, he understands the broadness of the game. He got to get you first. He got to lock you down. He got to impress you the most. Okay. So whatever tools he has in his toolbox in order to win you over, he's going to put those to work right away. He's going to talk to you nice. Hey, how you doing? You're looking really nice. I saw you from across the room. I would like to get to know you. Can I have your phone number? Or maybe he'll stand there and chat with you a while and ask you out on a date. All right. Okay, that's kind of how that works with Mr. Competitive. He's jumping in there, and they're not always as aggressive, because a lot of times talking to women is not always their best field, because they may be a great sports person, but maybe they're not good at talking to women. But because he is a competitor, he's going to hopefully have some tools in his box, all right, to get you to pick him as the winner. Now, Mr. Non-Competitor sees you over there talking to another man. He's upset. He's upset because he don't like competition. He don't like competition. He don't understand competition. And the first thing that's going to pop into his head is that B, that H, that W, okay? Because he feels like, I can't compete, because he doesn't even know who that guy is, but he knows that you are now talking to someone else. That's why a lot of times men don't want you talking to anybody else. Are you talking to somebody else? Are you talking to somebody else? Are you talking to somebody else? That's a question, because they don't want to compete. Now, Mr. Competition, baby, he'll bring everything out the toolbox if he has to, because that's the whole purpose of the toolbox, is to get him the woman that he wants. All right. Mr. Non-Competitive does not want to compete. All right. So let's say you and Mr. Competitive have done talking and, hey, I need to go to work. It was nice meeting you. I'll call you later on this evening, whatever the conversation is. And he walks away and you're like, things are going good. Okay. A few minutes later, Mr. Non-Competitive comes over. Hey, I saw you talking to that guy. Is that your guy? And you're like, no, I just met him. Oh, so y'all dating? They're incredibly insecure. You just told him. No, you just told him. But he is incredibly insecure. Okay, his toolbox maybe has 3 things in it, whereas Mr. Competitive, he got 15. He didn't even bring it all yet. He just brought a couple, and just to get to know you. All right. Now, let's suppose you're talking to Mr. Non-Competitive, and you get a weird feeling. He goes, can I have your phone number? And you said, no, or maybe you just give him a fake number. All right, because you just don't want to deal with this guy who there's something that's just off, because he's not bringing the positive aspects. He's bringing the negative ones. He's bringing the pressure, the snipey comments about the guy that he saw you talking to. Oh, so you like that kind of guy. Every woman has seen this man where it's like his vibe is off from the very beginning. Something is off from the very beginning. He comes over to you mad. He comes over to you angry. Now, every time I do this video, it's like 10 minutes long. So I'm going to cut it short here. Here's what I would have to say. Competitive men understand how to win and how to lose. Competitive men understand that what you say now affects things in the future. So if he calls you out your name, if he says something nasty, if he says something inappropriate, a competitive man knows that down the road you won't date him, because they have enough sense to realize what comes out of your mouth today affects what happens tomorrow. Mr. Insecure, Mr. Non-Competitive, he gonna throw everything out there that is in his arsenal, which is very small, which is being mean, which is being nasty sometimes, which is cutting down you. Oh, so you like that kind of man, huh? Oh, well, you that kind of bitch, which I cannot stand. You are that kind of B. That kind. And the hackles on your neck start standing up because you're like, what the heck? I just met this man and something is off. All right? The difference between Mr. Competitive and Mr. Non-Competitive. Mr. Non-Competitive is breaking you down. Mr. Competitive is trying to win you. See the difference? This one has to bring you down. This one is trying to win you. And to win you, hey, he comes over with a compliment, something nice to say, some good conversation. Can we meet? See the difference? As opposed to you, blah, blah, blah. All right, I'm going to stop there because I think I'm probably going to do a couple of these, because men in competition plays a big part of some of the interactions you will see with men here on this app. Love you, ladies.